You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live on Liberty Online Television at the different platforms they must on the watch with this morning. Today, on Monday, we're at the 3rd day of February 2025, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, today we will bring and come to you, me na Mabel Kaba.
And me, Al-Hassan Kuma, good morning. Now, a pleasure for there. Of course, today on Monday. And of course, inside this edition of the program, we will look at transparency inside governance and plenty other issues inside this particular program. Now, go inside, ensure that you stay with me and be part of the program. Also, I go send a text message to the number +232 74 200 545, or you drop your message at the platform inside the watch with either on Facebook or YouTube channel.
All right, well, as another hearing from Al-Hassan, today inside this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show, we can talk about how transparent governments don't be, especially for handle issues them we get for do with public interest. And for can help we look at this in the studio this morning, now a pleasure for get first-time Attorney General, and also we don't serve one time as the ACC Commissioner. Now a pleasure for getting at the studio this morning, Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show. All right, today this morning we can talk about transparency in governance, especially how government handle them we get for do with public interest. We go talk about the issue we get for do with Lara Tilopias. We go talk about the issue we get for do with the cocaine saga, when are the latest one way they now, and every other issue we get for do with transparency. So in case you really watch get question for ask or comments for make, you can send them to the comment section. Now the different platform they must on the watch with this Monday morning. Or send them to 074 200 545. That number they also they on WhatsApp. You can drop your message there. Let me just quickly go to court before we come to Mr. Kamara for analyze transparency in governance, especially under the BO-led administration. We're going to the magistrate court, Usai Magistrate Sakekron and the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1, Dongi Zainab Toure, Abdul Samuel Kamara, and other people in bail after we police allege say them may go inside one Fatmata Kamara in shop and thief property them will cost over 40,000 new loans. For more on this, we go join Mariatu Sharif.
33 years old Muhammad Kamara, Zainab Toure, Zakaria Sanko, and Abdul Samuel Kamara don't make another appearance before Magistrate Sakekura and the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 for answer to 2-count charge them, we get for do with conspiracy to commit a felony contrary to law and shop breaking, and lastly, contrary to Section 26(1) of the Last Name Act of 1916. According to the particulars of offence na that, Monday, October 14, 2024, na Koromale na Kalbaton, the accused people be joined out together with other people for commit felony with shop breaking. Count 2 states say on the same date and place, the accused people be enter na one farmer Kamara in shop and see 4 big size mayonnaise, 20 big size cooking oil, 5 carton hunger Maggi, 24 carton sweet milk, and other thing them will all cost over 40,000 millions. When a property of farmer Kamara, where the court be given charge to the accused people, the magistrate not been take any plea from them. Now, Inspector Selutap, they prosecute this case na court. The prosecutor been asked for short adjournment date for make it go able to get proper meeting with in witness. Magistrate Sakekura begin all the accused them bail and be adjourn this case to February 6 this year. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria to Sheriff.
All right, from that court report today, from Maria to Sheriff, they continue with the program. In case you just join me, they watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. We always come to you live on Liberty Television now with different platforms. But of course, today we look at transparency inside governance. How we government and only show transparency with regards to ruling the people of Sierra Leone. And with the things that we don't go wrong across the country, we will look at it and some of the positive steps when the government don't take inside the past years. Of course, now the studio we did with Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. We now the first 10 Attorney General. They will at the studio for like we can look at this particular issue. So continue for stay with me and ensure that you send your message to the number +232 74 200 545. We'll continue with the conversation.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show, and not a secret again, sitting at this edition of the breakfast show, where they talk about transparency in governance. We'll be introduced with studio guest owner, where Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, in been one-time Attorney General, and also be don't serve as the County Commissioner and the Anti-Corruption Commission. And we don't look at issues we get for do with transparency in governance. But before we can delve into that particular topic, then can say charity begins at home. Let me just quickly look at a few issues now. The All People's Congress APC Party, where a strong member, and one time even we don't contest for the flag bearership for the APC. One policy again after the 2023 elections, you been strongly believe say you party the All People's Congress APC Party for don't go na court instead of taking the other routes where them been take. You still hold this view?
Oh yes, thank you, Mabel. I still hold the view that we acted in error, not to have gone to court, and for good reason. We could have gone to court and still pursue the other political ambits and political channels we get. But we don't pass that stage there. And it was also not wrong to have exhausted the diplomatic channels where the party may pursue. At the end of the day, we get Tripartite report. We also get the National Unity Government report. We examine it and they see which are the benefits there for we people and All People's Congress. And today we are positioned, the executive, the try for bring unity camp inside the party. And we all want to say we are together and for shape up the party for the way able to regain power in this country.
And of course, we be on the host the APC from time to time for no waiting on the happen at the party since after the June 2023 elections to date. How you go describe the current atmosphere within the party, taking into consideration Dr. Samura Kamara on an outgone flag bearer, and also the executive of the party, where it be obvious from interviews where we be done they do say, then two parties here not be the see one side. How you go describe the atmosphere currently?
Well, it's not unique in any political process, especially when there's a transitioning. We get differences amongst ourselves at the executive level and also with the leadership. But we resolve them, we talk to each other, and some of us are stakeholders. We try to manage and bring unity amongst the different factions that the political party. The factions don't they between Samura Kamara and the executive, which we try to see is an ideological small challenge we get regarding the electoral justice call, and as against moving forward for the we know how the position will serve for the next elections where they come. So really, as a party, it is not strange. We have been there before. We're able to resolve the differences. We will resolve them again. Whatever the challenges be, APC business, we can always say, our man business, and together we stand as one.
You were talking about resolving some of the issues that we deal with the party. From the executive coming down to the general membership. You know, things see this they depopularize the party based on infight that happen within the leadership of the party.
Yes, I agree with you to the extent that whenever there are divisions inside party, it affects the popular base. And we get a greater responsibility at the leadership, those of us at the top, if we're able to engage with supporters them, and for able to engage what we call the grassroots, give the assurances of hope that with divisions not reach that stage where they affect the party so bad that they cannot have hope. So we forgive them hope, and then for believe in the leadership of the party, that we have the strength, we have the resources, and we're resolute enough for assurance, yes, we're coming back to power. So whatever the effects there may be at the lower level, we'll amend them. As time goes on, sooner or later, go hear from we will be on one platform, as we usually do. We sing the APC Party song. It's all over.
Giving on a membership will come in diverse ways, and as it is now, on the main opposition, we mean say on are supposed for the play a role as an opposition, also part of governance, for represent the people, speak truth to power when time come, and currently, based on the trend where they go, you feel say the APC party don't do justice to the people of Sierra Leone in their capacity as an opposition?
Well, the party don't try. As opposition, we always don't raise issues. We don't issue press releases. We're engaging the public. And as a matter of fact, my very presence here is all advancing the cause of the general opposition. And the APC party gets its own challenges. And we foresee back say the government position friendly towards commenting on the government's issues. Any way they happen, you have to be very careful. So the position has been cautious in its approach. I agree that some people had wanted an abrasive type of assault on the government, but others are mindful that as an opposition, you take your time. And I believe, say, the executive don't do well in that direction. Whenever there's an opportunity to engage, they do engage. But as we can always say, engagement of the opposition is just not the executive of the APC. We all within our position, we will find each other in any other way that we can for accelerate the voice of the people. And we say something they do on our own little corners. I can tweet always, I feel concerned about issues. I can make statements here and there that, so there should be support. We were able to complement the efforts of the executive. And that is what we are doing. So maybe to some people, the APC has not risen up to the height of anxiety. But I can tell you now, say, yes, the executive is doing its part, and we are all on board. And now, as we approach next elections, you will see a different approach. And some of us will be more vocal. And like Mabel, as you say, it's time to speak truth to power. We cannot wait any longer. There are many issues with the bother the people. So many issues that people want to hear the voice of the opposition. And I think I entreat and all of everybody that it is just not the APC role. It is a role for every Sierra Leonean that it is your right to stand up for what you believe in and speak about it.
The Tripartite report, now the one thing we plenty of the supporters of the APC will expect good outcome. But since when the Tripartite report been there out, that's been able for create a lot of issues within the APC party, where most of the grassroots supporters have not been happy with regards to the Tripartite report.
Yes, a couple of things happened in the processing of the Tripartite report. And what we can say there is that the APC party accept at the end of the day waiting come under the Tripartite report. And there were also areas of the report where the government no address. And these are areas of differences. In any report, there are challenging areas, and government should be seen to accept those areas as well. And for APC, we don't see really what we pull come under the Tripartite report. And I think I tweeted about it once that we were outfoxed, that they make smart power and we miss the ball in that regard. So I believe, see, as a government, we are hoping that the current government will have opened up its doors, welcome the opposition, and try to see how best they can embrace them into governance. Failure to do that just for the strange things and make the very people the way we feel say we govern get doubt over the quality of the report and its implementation.
We talk about transparency in governance, and this particular report we talk about so. Now, one way plenty people been getting reservations them at the end of the day where the report's been come out. And according to you, like you stated earlier, you've been tweeting say them play the APC, government play the APC, they're gonna to a Tripartite where at the end of the day for you feel say not to be a win-win situation. Now government like setting up in all of this. But looking back at the representative then we've been there now the Tripartite, the time for the whole inquiries, look at waiting and they look at before them pull the report. The APC been gets representative, and their representative then they be meet, and at a point we all know where the reports been come out. Dr. Samuel Kamara was at State House together with the government, hand over the reports. Although some members in the committee again get a reservation why they not been show up for go hand over this report, because them been believe say waiting them be want for them at the reports, they not see everything there at the end of the day. But yet still, Dr. Samuel Kamara represented the APC and we go hand over this report to government when our implementation day in progress based on the information where them tell we the last time. What do you think say go wrong along the line? We make a whole opposition, the All People's Congress, APC Party, they feel like a strong member like you get this feeling say governments play una for going to the tripartite.
Well, there were differences amongst the representatives of the party, agreeable. But one major thing that caused problems was the management of the release of the results. The APC Party contingent women at the Tripartite insisted that we foresee the results, and the results must be made available to them. And failure to do that make the party and we people all feel very disappointed, because one of the complaints of the APC all through is that the elections were flawed, and that we not get adequate publicity of the entire results, and that we not see the disaggregated results. And even when you put all the results together, it was mathematically flawed. So if we get such results and then believe say the results correct, they should have presented it for discussion and let we able to see and get the public for see. But the failure of the public to see these disaggregated results as we claim make the elections fraudulent. And at the end of the day, when some of the members they insist, I think there became differences amongst them. But coming to look at it again, in the person of Dr. Samura, who believe in peace, believe in diplomatic achievement of an outcome, not be mindful move forward, believing that at the end of the day, whatever we pull, government will embrace it, and we will look at the governance structure as a one country. And now I'm sure he's disappointed because he moved with an open mind, believing that the government will work with us. But today where it is, there is no sign, no functioning of government collaborating intimately with the opposition. Neither there is any embrace of any such.
So waiting at the stance of Dr. Samuel Kamara after with this report been there out, and of course in one possible give a lot of confidence to the people with follow the APC party. But of course after with the report been there out, we see a lot of people become at Samuel Kamara. So as you win a senior person within the APC party, waiting at the stance of Dr. Samuel Kamara moving forward within the APC party.
Well, it is difficult to speak his mind. But I could tell you, say, we get conversations regularly, and we meet, and he's a very close friend of mine, apart from politics. But I can envisage, say, definitely, as from what we hear in the state and from the writings of people that we close to him as well, they look for that we go able to embrace the ideology of the concept of electoral justice, and that the government will see rational and come out plain and produce the results if they have to produce that. And at the end of the day, we see governance as a structure. And he believes that we should continue in that drive for seek this electoral justice, stand for what me wrong in the last elections, and that the executive should embrace that concept as well and give support to that until we see where it will take us. I believe in a general frame of mind, that is what he's looking forward to.
Okay. Over 2 months ago, we host the opposition and government, now Liberty TV, for talk about implementing recommendations from the tripartite report. All things not be done be settled yet. The opposition believes say, although governments don't play on her, but still for implement, waiting them don't agree say they will implement, delay and direct foot day. A strong member now the All People's Congress APC Party, you believe say government still the direct foot for implement certain sections them where they inside the recommendation. One gets for do with the names them where the APC be don't submit as political prisoners. Them one I believe say government for left based on the agreement where government be don't sign with the opposition. Another one gets for do with the sideway talk say the sitting president, His Excellency Julius Madabio, for gets a reunion we will call him with the former president, Dr. Anes Bai Kuruma, and other one them where the opposition believes say government still did get foot. You know somebody where like they serve again as an attorney for the former president. In this case, how you go explain the issues of transparency, implementing waiting the inside that particular report the way government be don't sign to?
Yeah, thank you, Mabel. The thing about the tripartite report is I not see it an implementation matrix, meaning a design chart where they say within this time if we don't do A, by this time if we don't do B, by this time if we don't do C. So at the end of the day, you're able to make a comparison and see whether they don't slow or they're not slow. But as a politician, we want to see results. And we believe, say, the people are also anxious for law put all of this behind us and move forward. Because there is what we call a stalemate in the nationhood. People don't know what is moving forward. And like how you mentioned, there was a list for detainees to be released, up to date. We know nothing. We submit list because I'm part of the team. We get a lot of clients them in that detainee list, and they may ask we for fill out some forms which we've done. I know some meetings are going on, but it's taking such a very long time. They should be finished with a long time ago. And yes, I believe it is slow in that respect. And even in the management of relations with the APC, between the government and the APC, things are still very, very slow. We know they see the government stretching its arm, an olive branch to the opposition, say, let us work together. We don't see that. And equally, you mentioned about the former president. Yes, he's out there in Nigeria. We know they see any movement towards trying to bring peace and resolution to that impasse. I believe that it is time for peace and reconciliation, that we give serious thought to that process, that we sit and talk about it. I have made overtures to meet with the president to discuss these issues. On the table, let us know where we are as a state, as a country. We cannot be hiding behind bars to discuss some of these things where the public get intimate interest over. So when we're talking about transparency, it's about open government. During the time of the APC, we get open government initiative, where we open out and stretch out an office that was attached to the presidency. How do we deal with this? Now we understand, say there are press briefings, but the press briefings are limited. Now they serve them the call. And we then go and talk to themselves. I don't know when last they invite you now for goodie. But what we tell for here is that the public has a right to know. The public has a right to feel its pulse and relate to how that pulse is went out. So until we get the information needed appropriately, government sit and talk with those stakeholders that are affected by the interest, then certainly we can say transparency is there, but it is not seen. And I can always talk about transparency, that it is always beautiful if you have nothing to hide.
Okay. Since you don't mention issue for do with the former president, and we strongly believe you know the lawyer behind the former president, and few months back we see we them being travel the presidents now Nigeria for medical attention, of course, and plenty of people want to know how far the issue with the former president in the states.
Well, thank you very much. That one can always give me small difficulty because we know the matter still in court. And we get what we call sub judice for comment on matter that is before the court. But again, to the extent I can inform the people, I was with the former president, I think about a month ago, and he's coping with his health, and that is to that extent I can say. And he is always looking forward to coming back. He's a man of peace. He's never left this country before. He not go study abroad, he not go live abroad. Even in the time of the war, he has never left this country. He's one person that always wants to be with his people. He cares about it. And so it is about time that we sit as a government, the people, we the people, and try to understand what role will he play. Because sometimes, both of them tell what happen. You know, we left experienced people for consult and engage with. So we miss out on the benefit of his expertise, his experience for engage with we and give you advice which he for do. So my own call is for us to sit together. I want to meet with the president, address this issue together with the Attorney General, how we go able to facilitate the process of former presidents coming back and stay in peace and allow them for sit down quiet and enjoy in retirement. We all want to enjoy our retirement, including the current president. When he left, I shall say, why enjoy your retirement? So if you want to enjoy your own retirement, offer that same thing to others to enjoy their retirement in peace, especially when as someone who can contribute to the consolidation of peace and security in this country.
Since ingoing, the courts, the issue we know said in a court where they stand trial for, but based on public information was that he been taken leave because he's sick. How in health status currently?
Well, like I say, he's coping with his health. And I'm not going to get a medical report here, but he's coping with his health.
So it clear say now the health status make it go, or there are other related issues, because flying news we don't day around say not in health make it go, but there are other related issues from the government.
Health status is on record, and we believe say is one of the reasons for his departure. But definitely you cannot rule out any other dynamics in the background. But definitely health status is there, and we have an affidavit to the effect.
So now how soon they expect for the back and continue with the case, if the case get for continue?
Well, we don't go court, and there is an adjournment. What would they try for see? Follow we get a political and a diplomatic resolution to this matter. The cases have gone on, and to date, nobody not mentioned President Nkrumah's name in any involvement, directly or indirectly. The cases have been concluded. So I believe at the point of this, his innocence is clear as daylight. So we have an opportunity to make amends. We have an opportunity to reach out for the people where we don't hurt, bring peace. So I think the least any government can do is to find a facilitation process where we invite President Nkrumah to come back home. He can sit on suffer.
Is he in exile based on the issues them way beyond they happen with him and directly President Bio, especially so we get for doing that November 26 attempted coup? Is he in exile?
No, I'm not going to describe that he's in exile. I think he's out of the country, and on record he's on medical, and he's coping with his health. So I'm not going to say he's on exile. No, not at all. But he wants to come back. That I can say.
What's in
yes.
the stop him from coming?
Because there are charges before the courts, and he very well knows his security and peace is at stake. His life is at stake to come back. And so that is the hesitation that we have. At the end of the day, despite his health, we want to make sure, say, if even there is going to be a trial, that there be a trial that is fair, you know, without any prejudice against him. So certainly, with all that hanging around, there's going to be a hesitation. But for now, we believe, say, we'll engage with the government, and let's see where that will take us.
So any specific date day for like they look into that particular case? Because we don't see many times we did are joined in when we'd expect see the former president for come and appear back in court.
Well, we get an adjournment. We then go send notices to us in court. Sometimes where you get a difficult, challenging situation, the court will rule, say notices will be sent. Like for example, if we now go argue the judge not right in position it, or there are issues where they affect the trial, the judge go adjourn with say I will send notices to you for Lona go appear when we're ready for this matter. We be the hope say by this time this matter will have been behind us. We had information that maybe last December we'll not see nothing happen, and now we hope say before April that reasoning will come to the leadership of the government, and that we sit down as a country and embrace each other for peace and security.
You don't make mention of when I don't reach out to government for ensure so I get a common ground for looking into this issue and get them amicably solved. Waiting don't be the response so far from government regarding this issue?
Well, sometimes you get the feeling that there is a rapport, that things will work, then later, after a while, nothing happens. And there has been that type of situation. So we hope, say, at this time around, we will be very positive, and that we will step up the challenge. Like I mentioned, I don't reach out for meet with the president to discuss this on a one-to-one, because I think, say, it don't go beyond the shumu thing, and it don't go beyond people talking about it, one side saying this, another side saying that. It's about how we have a direct conversation about this, and we know where we are, and that we are ready to receive His Excellency, the former president, and that he go come, he go sit on Safuna State, he don't making commitment. He's a man of peace, and we will benefit from the experience we get and make other people, everybody feel good, say, we as one at this country, we are not separate, and that we will manage our differences, even in division.
Based on what you don't say and the issues and where we go for can look at, how you go describe the Bio-led administration so far under in tenure in terms of being transparent, the ministry, departments and agencies them where they in charge for ensure say service delivery is done under governance. They don't be transparent to the people of Sierra Leone when they deal with issues them of national interest?
Well, that's a very good question. I go say efforts have been made, as I mentioned earlier about the press releases from the Ministry of Information, but they're all limited, and sometimes we need to get opportunity for probe the right questions who we go and talk to, and they don't engage us the opposition for know what our views are. But I can tell you that efforts have been made through their press releases and other institutions, even Parliament, we see efforts. But then you'll be shocked to know that even when journalists report in Parliament, they ask for again. That is, how do you want people to report about the proceedings in Parliament? And these are public engagements. And we also they see sometimes when something happen, the report will never be made public. It will be shrouded somewhere. And what do we expect? Even Lara Taylor Pierce in trial, when he done the report, nobody saw what the report was until it went to Parliament. And to date, the real report, not many people have seen it. So we they say even the Auditor General's report, when they publish, when they lay them before Parliament, an argument is there that the public should not discuss it because they don't lay them before Parliament. So if we're talking about transparency, where is the transparency? How free are people to discuss? You can only discuss that way you know about something. Everything they go tell you, would they do this, would they do that, would they do this, would they do that? At the end of the day, nobody know what they do. Would they hear about money, public debt management, this, that, they go trust money or they give you money. What happened to the money? You barely know what happened to the money. There's no reportage on that. So I think government should be more forthright. And we believe, say, we in the opposition should be able to make further inquiries to bear up on the government. Say, we not get for talk more. We get for report more to we people. And when people insert more to not mean say they accept. We have to be very mindful of that people are asking questions in private quarters, what is going on. And we in the opposition that feel the weight of that people want to know. So when we come out, for example, as I see there at the talk, now out of pressure from people as well, that what is going on? We want to know what is happening. So I believe, say, in all of this saga, in different aspects of society, the government has been very marginal with the truth, has been very marginal with the facts.
In holding government accounts, and also objectively they critique government in some of them things there, because the opposition gets a role for play for ensure that we get a smooth governance across the country. But plenty of people as well, they blame the opposition based on how for all governments to account on certain issues the way they happen.
Yes, you can always say the opposition gets a role for play. We accept that. As opposition, we have a role to play to oppose the government, challenge the government, confront the government. But it's a wide role where everybody gets a responsibility in, because it is everybody's right that is trampled upon, if at all. So as opposition, we will provide the leadership. And as I say, we don't provide that leadership, and we don't engage with the government. We participate with the Tripartite, we engage with the government within our position. We engage with the government, the president, they talk to leadership in the opposition, and how to move forward in certain instances. So we issue press releases when we feel concerned about matters. The major problem is the government listening? If you have a government that doesn't listen, so people will think that you're not saying anything. When we talk to the government and they listen, we advise, they don't listen. You see, and that is what we call the arrogance of power. And when you are absorbed into that infection of arrogance of power, you don't hear. You don't hear. You don't talk to people. When was the last time the president spoke to us as a president, as a people? Whenever I can't talk to him, I can't threaten with people. Bullet for bullet, this for that. You don't talk to people like that. These are your people. Let us be engaging. Let us speak peace. Let us have a convocation of love for one another. And then talk about your policies. State them. So, but what do they see then? They talk about radical inclusion. What do they see? Now, radical inclusion of drugs? No. What we want to see is radical inclusion in employment, recruitment, participation. In all of these things, let us be as one. Radical inclusion to ourselves. Now left the others out. Now show me, who are the outsiders in the government? Well, I mean, real outsiders. None. Anyway, we didn't have for personal benefit. So what we're saying here is that we want a government that is responsive to its people. So when people talk, somebody must listen. But they don't listen and they don't react. And as a position, we are limited as to what we can do. If we talk, they don't do nothing. Anything happen and go arrest with people.
Governments not they listen. What's the instance of issues where the All People's Congress APC Party don't highlight where up to now governments don't look into?
Yes. For example, we don't talk about cost of living challenges. We don't advise how to go about cost of living challenges. For example, they talk about the wage bill. Take to the government, they recruit new people. Then they appoint new people. The wage bill don't over-bloated. They don't listen. When they talk about management of expenditure of government, especially wasteful travels, they don't travel fitty-fatter. So at the end of the day, are they listening? No, they're not listening. And this is affecting the budget. And now from this budget here, we only live. And it is from this budget, the consolidated fund, that is where policies of government are implemented. If all the money they come out, they go all kind way, all kind rotorata way, what do you expect? And what the opposition can do is, A, una be careful. When we're in governance, we're tough. We introduce austerity measures. Una go remember we talk, say, tie you belly for development. Because we build the roads. We do the road. Today, we enjoy Grafton Road. We enjoy the Bandar-Juma Road. We enjoy the road within the cities in the provinces. Yes, because we labored for it. Now tell me today, what you get for show? For all this increased debt with it, what do we have to show to the people? Or what does the government have to show to the people? Nothing. Point it out and say that this, by way of infrastructure, if at all. So for me, at the talk say, it is just not being transparent. It's about delivering for the people and not a cosmetic delivery. It's delivery that the people can feel and understand. Today, now angry people are angry. They want food.
For you, after 7 years, nothing for sure under the BLA administration.
Me not see nothing. Let them tell me. Me I not see nothing. Because what they talk about, sight, visuals, and in reality of how do people feel. Today man they angry. What they mean can tell say they give you bread and butter. Now na skeleton and bones they left for we. Hey, well, show us. I mean, maybe show me say that this, that they say, oh, sorry, that forget, I forget. But I'm telling you, deliverables, not just boku talk. And politics is not about boku talk. It's about what the people can see and feel. There's such hunger today. There's drug abuse. These are the real life matters for people. How do we manage it? But at the end of the day, if you're not able to manage all of that, any other way they talk about boku talk. Show us. As government in the APC, we get to do the show. Now build stadium. Now build you building. Now we make the road there outside the pass today, where they call swimming pool. We do all them things. Now let them can't tell waiting at the road they would make. Let them can show way other than the continuation. Take today this Godrich Road took a road.
It's not all about continuity. You take out from outside the past one.
Well, there's never been any continuity, I'm telling you. Because we can turn all you over. They label the APC as terrorists. Then turn all Cuba, not single. Even this energy sector, I'll tell you. The APC government has moved so far with the World Bank. I participated in negotiations and governance structure with the World Bank in the UK. 3 weeks, we dropped the agreement. Everything was almost finished. Where they can scrap them aside, put them aside. So it's not continuity. It's only continuity that outside they can and get with it and they get. Today, what do you see? Self-aggrandizement, power, money for themselves. Because we not use the money they scatter to itself. What we want to see is let there be money in people's pockets. Let people able to afford for food for putting at the table. If now you no more they drive the best cars, now no more they drive all kind of things, now no more they build all kind of and the people in the sea. Our people are seeing and they care.
Somebody will they watch now go on for see the government being prioritized education inside the very first time, and we see plenty of people being comply with regards to that particular aspect. And of course, coming to the second term of the BO-led administration, we see them prioritize agriculture. So how you go for justify within them two sectors based on the improvements of the government?
Very good question. Education. What they say they prioritize education. Now it's shameful than ever. The failure rate, apart from the failure rate, the cheating within at the schools, you don't even see say like education on any side. Thank God for WhatsApp. Well, through WhatsApp, we don't know even the quality of English among students. We were there in areas of recruitment where people in the camp for they recruit them. They cannot afford to write a report. So education is worse off now than ever before. Teachers, they still get paid. And so what you watch, my mother was a teacher for 45 years. So we lived off our earnings. No teacher need to live off your earning today. None. So what are we talking about education? If you would talk about quality education, where is the quality? Go to the university. Look at Phoebe College. I drive by the other day. I was shamed. I feel bad that we're not able to continue with the Badia project we'll be introduced. Now we look at even the structural thing about education. You don't see it. We look at law school. Look how many students are there now. You look at Jala, go into the sciences. What encouragement is there? The professors are not paid. Then they call themselves professors, they write one paper. They don't write one book. So quality of education has dropped. You spoke about agriculture. That small farm where that man go make his say in agriculture? No, not for himself. What do they think about agriculture? Industrialized farming. We will bring industrialized farming so we know how many hectares of rice we need for let we eat in a salon. Let us bring in industries that can produce those rice. We get land. We're able to do. We started off that Tomabu project. Now that they talk but I know they hear but I guess. One thing that is good about this guy, there's Sabia Lala. Where you see there, it's on Surya Lala. I see Surya Lala make, bam bam. It done. All man said too much. Young, nobody did ask again. So really, if you talk about education, this man failure. You talk about agriculture, it's not even a starter. So let us don't even go into that. People are hungry. No food, no staple food out there, rice, nothing. So what agriculture they do? It took the World Bank for can invest for produce onions. That's the way about short now this country. It took the World Bank to give a grant of 25 million. I mean, as a government, we see, now neighbor they can't tell you, say, hey, but una osho, una no get your bus, una go plant your bus. Big time failure. Big time failure. It is not accepted.
If not critiquing because you're in opposition, waiting differently, APC for don't do if now been in governance.
Very good. When you look at management of expenditure of government, I tell you, I say we introduce austerity measures. We cancel all idle flights. We cancel all trips where every minister of government for go except with special approval from His Excellency the President. The President not travel for almost 2 years. And we manage the economy. What we do, we look at domestic revenue, how to raise domestic revenue. Most of the road there, now we money we take make them, not to donor funds. So this is where we look internally, how we raise funds internally and make sure say we're able to do the few things the way we will do. We talk about education, free quality. We mean with free healthcare. And believe me, with the free healthcare, we'll be able to be the 5th country in the world. We're able to provide such free health for under 5s. It worked perfectly. Take the World Bank, everybody come towards us. World Health Organization, they all give us credit for that work they do. And today, we will have started by saying, look, even me as president, I need to travel again. TRCC better don't come to the country or something to happen. Now, all them, we need to employ nobody, no new recruitment into positions where they take fund away. We kind of put a freeze on those type of recruitment. And we also look at all those wastages, even in terms of the GST. We look at water key tariffs. They're also high. So people are not bring their goods cab anymore. So what do we do about it? Reduce the GST. Reduce them. So there will be more less money than people in pocket. Because with money than in pocket, they able it. So few limited things what they look at. Even when they look at the inflation. In 2017, the inflation was like 18%. We left from at 18%. Today the inflation is 36.7%. 100% more. They are not capable of managing the economy. The mechanic tell us in 6 months they go manage the economy. Who tell us in a Peking talk and in an old man they know in a Peking talk. 6 months don't banana, 7 years. The economy is in shambles. Why is it in shambles? It's failure to manage the economy rightly. They don't get the quality people and for advice them rightly. Or when they advise them, they need to take the advice. We have people in the opposition who don't work before. We are available. We're ready for support government, for work with government, for let the country go before. But they don't want to listen to us. They don't want to work with us. So now they sit on, so then they just dump themselves into a wallow and continuously putting themselves into wallow. It's about time they sit up. We know they just come for a post sake. The government architecture don't change. And as the people in Salion, the people themselves don't change. That boku talk not there anymore. Me self we sit down and what are they talk so. If today opportunity can the people not go allow me self to begin bring boku talk. It's about what can you do? What can you deliver as a government? What can you deliver as a political party? We all have our ideologies and we are ready to deliver as APC. APC has been the best party for this country because the deliverables are there. They speak for themselves. Today, we people in the suffer. We want to ameliorate the suffering. We want to reduce that suffering for people. How will we reduce them? By stepping up, engaging the government. We're ready for work for them all. Ready for work with them if they're ready for work. But we'd always tell them, say, you don't have the capacity. On a country, let us show now how to do business.
Na government, key figure in a government when people will come out na the APC. We get the likes of Honorable Afakan, we get Victor Fo and few other people. How different una young politician be where people way na being key na the APC? They now with government, but you still criticize say government's not ready for work with people with the APC in particular.
Then two people that we call people that we get respect for, but then go on their own. They not go as APC. So do you get that clear? They want on their own. They want as individuals, and I don't see they represent APC in anywhere where they go in any of these conversations. And what's still the second name where you call? In fact, he's outrightly targeting the APC in any side we go, demonizing the party. But coming to what we do, if you recall, we President Kamara just come for 6 months. He worked with the SLPP ministers, 6 months, and we invite after that, the next elections, we invite PMDC members. They were all part of the cabinet of President Kamara, including the likes of Charles Magai, including the likes of Dennis Sandy. They are all part of, and Musa Tarali. They are all part of President Kamara's cabinet. We worked with them. We don't have that attitude of odds against them. No, it's not part of us. At all, not part of us. Our ideologies are one salion, coming together for promoting the country. And even most of the one within the Ministry of Finance, so we are working for us. From the minister, take Kandong, they all maintain our government. We don't sack nobody. They all worked for us. So again, and I will say this, I was in cabinet once when the issue arose that the Minister of Finance is infected with so many opposition members that something has to be done about it. I recall, Samuel Kamara said no. He says it's not about who they support, it's about the service. Are they serving the country? He said yes. Are they working well? Yes. His Excellency the President Kuma turned to me as Attorney General. Is there anything wrong? I said nothing wrong. The Mauden they work for is pleased with their service. So I see nothing wrong. Let them continue working. And then he hit the gavel. Let them continue. This is not subject for our conversation. That was it. This is the leadership we talk about. We don't play games with people's lives. We're engaging, and they worked for us, and like how you they ask, what will be done do? That's all. We're in an open government. Everybody is part of us.
But one of the same people we the Chief Minister refer to as unprogressive politicians. How you expect government for work with una where the whole Chief Minister believes say una unprogressive?
Well, I will don't comment to that one day. And I will only say na picking talk. A picking talk. And picking talk na for left hand. Like we give picking egg, bell fully, we talk what you want talk in the morning. We they say we know unprogressive. If you look today and assess as what is unprogressive, now the state of the economy. And he's managing it, he's Chief Minister. So he should be ashamed of himself, bow his head down and apologize. So, but be that as it may, with the left hand, as I say, na picking talk. Now I mean grab back, go talk, say, na the mosque and church, the thief lights, this, that, and that. You know, been there. This man not there. You know, grow up now. You know, understand we. Then make you get that chicken ready for Fitzgerald mosque and church there. Tell the word like that one day. You not even get afraid. But then say we picking say the tie big man belt, big man trousers, left the belt like walking waist fine. So they left the belt, he go walking waist fine, he go sober up. But coming out to talk about progress. But they point out every now and then the progress of the APC. It's symbolic. It's evidence everywhere we go. You see walkway APC. And today the people are not here. That's why they will be say APC this, APC that, angry boku. Well, now we don't know say angry boku. Now we don't know. So, but for me, it's not about politics. It's about what do we do for our people. As I sit here, you know me say because I see I get it at the eat, so therefore me nobody know it for gladly. No, we care about our people. We're ready to work with the government if they want to work with us. Because at the end of the day, it's all about our people. Salona world getter, a small country, 7 million. We're not boku. We're all intermarried, you know, anything, you know. They in governance and we're all our friends.
Let me look at the inconsistency from governance across the country, both for the APC and the SLPP. During the first term of former President Kuma, we see the Migrate Sierra as the fastest growing economy. But when the president they try for left government, we see say they implement this austerity measure. Likewise again for the challenges that would face inside this administration of the SLPP. So what thing go wrong with regards to the leadership? Is it the style of leadership we have? Or is it the people, not the corporates to government, for that we will get a better economy?
Well, you're quite right that under the previous government, we were rated as the fastest growing economy in the world because we be lucky enough iron ore was at its top, and the style of leadership you mentioned, I think Nadia go anchor on the style of leadership. The style of leadership of the Bio government totally different from the style of leadership of the APC. And where it come in is just about themselves. You know, it's all about the SLPP and SLPP alone. The circle man, people with competence, we're able to provide, dismiss it all, take charge of everything, compromise the military, compromise the police, compromise everywhere, sack people even at the military, dismiss people unceremoniously, the police and all that. When you do all of this, it drives fear into the public. It drives concern into the public, and they just sit and wait. So at the end of the day, even the business, it affects the private sector. People are afraid for invest in the country because there's a climate of fear. So whenever, you see, politics and economics go together. Whenever there's a climate of fear, there's a climate of apprehension. You pass all over, guns everywhere. You don't even feel the presence of the peace of the presidency, I must say. Say you see President Biokana today, you don't relax and talk to people. What did President Goma do? You're going to market, what did Pakaba do? Where Pakaba left office, you're going to market for yourself. You will understand.
Everybody gets your leadership.
Now make us a style of leadership because the style affects the governance architecture. It make people not feel comfortable. Even the business, the private sector is not being encouraged. So many taxes have been imposed on government. You know, every side is tightened such that the consolidated fund which left in and the normal you know it in the and at the normal it which left. So as a private sector, if you're not able to develop that side, the government did move before. There are no assurances from the government for say we'll go do this, we'll go do the and at this line. Now every day na tax to the but every day na tax to the but. And government must find a way for let the people relate with government. Let us feel that this government is for us. But if the government tell we talk to winner for Alapawi, and you talk to winner for Trade TV, hey, you know, you see a distance, and people recoil. And when people recoil, then just they left halting you. And when they left halting you, they're able. They cook for you, no go eat.
There was a time when these governments don't mention about issues doing with the opposition. See, the opposition no they allow the government for function properly. More especially we get for do with getting investors for come the opposition, the poor image of the government internationally and all that. Is it something we get for do with the opposition, not to give support to government for like we will forget a better and stable country?
Well, that is their own case. Say the opposition or they allow them. Because me doubt that. When you don't do a government, how you go say opposition they allow you? Now you get span issue don't they do it, they do this, that. And I believe say they have the comfort of leadership. Now the public they say opposition or do nothing. Then they say the opposition or give them chance. How the opposition or give them chance?
You say governments enjoy the comfort of
Leadership, yes.
You think since the past 7 years, President Bio really don't enjoy in leadership, taking into consideration if you wake today go hear threat of strike, you wake today go hear attempted coup and all of that, you feel say you really don't get this enjoyment now, this comfort we talk about in leadership since you take over in 2018 to now?
I believe so. Because post whether they enjoy the comfort, you know the travel like that. You only the travel where you feel comfortable, where you feel assured of your security. But if you don't feel assured of your security, you don't move a stitch.
If you were there, if you were in his shoes, at this stage where every day you wake, you go hear say somebody wants strike here, people want demonstrate, they want set up coup for pull you. How you go get this free leadership for like able for govern? Then now you can't govern a massive hobby.
I go make an inquiry for find out why people in the one strike. That failure of governance. If people in one strike now, then you don't give them what they're supposed to get, and then see you the get you the enjoy them. So if you say a labor union one strike, then it's about the wages. People are not being paid. So not to fear for fear. I for call them for address. Why on one strike? Now that happened in Nigeria recently, where the labor union they say they strike. Tinubu call them. Now sit down, now we talk. So if you teachers they one strike, you for know why. What to make teachers they one strike? Now pin code issue on our salaries. Pay them the salaries, then there will be peace. If the say the army disgruntled, why are they disgruntled? Now rest supply they not get. Provide the rest supply. What is the problem?
So the opposition say we are responsible for this. Is the opposition desperate because we are not doing governance?
Not at all, Mabel. It is not true that the government they find way always for shark responsibility and push onto the opposition. That is where the problem is. They never accept their own responsibility. Any small thing they say the opposition, any small thing they say the opposition. Now like Trump who yesterday say that the DI that they're responsible for the plane crash. No. What you got to do is address the issues. See whose side the problem come out. You say the opposition, as the Allah so you say opposition, as the Nakianda you say opposition. Hey, the opposition you not talk, you say they not talk. What we have to do is government has to sit up. I keep on saying this, and see where are the problems and how to resolve them. If you're not able to know whose side the problem, you're not ever able to resolve them. So if people complain, they are genuine complaints. Look at the complaint. How do you resolve it? Is it poverty? How do we reduce poverty? What is the problem? Because what you see here is a show of affluence by government. And they show all kind power, all kind this, that. The people in the sea. And they feel lost out. And they feel left out. And they feel disappointed. So I think as a government, as you sit there, you look at your people, assess their needs and wants, see what you can provide and what you cannot provide, and engage.
All right, Joseph Fitzgerald. Kamara, first-time Attorney General, continue for the week at the studio. We will come back to you shortly. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show and Liberty Online Television at the different platform them on the watch with this morning. We get Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara at the studio with we. Today we talk about transparency in governance. In case you get any question for us or comments for make regarding the issues and we will discuss, feel free for drop them in the comment section and the different platforms side the watch we or send them to +23274 200 545. When they come back, let me just take a short break from our sponsors.
It's a brand new song for our customers. Where the bank with us all over the universe.
Save small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And na Salon, the bank done there for 15 years now. This na big celebration and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years. With the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share on these 350,000 loans. 30 customer them go get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 loans and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, na the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait to kapu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them go happen inside September and December 2024. Join UBA for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Money in my pockets from what I want correct. Customer service be excellent. Now that's make with the top, now the continent.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. And of course, today we look at issue we get for do transparency and accountability. Now, the studio day with Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, we now the former Attorney General. Day with you now the studios. We don't discuss plenty issues in surrounding transparency in the country and how best for build up we country economy. We side we get things wrong. And how best we go for fix up 10 particular issues and they all be the brand come to you inside this edition of the program. Don't forget you will be part of the program through you will say we message to the number +232 74 200 545. Now the number you will say we message or you drop we you message now the platform outside the watch we from. We will continue the conversation. Welcome back, Mr. Kamara at the studio. As you don't talk plenty with regards to issues outside we don't get wrong and outside we need for fix up as a country so that we go for get better things for the people across the country. But earlier on inside your opening statement, you mentioned about things where they go wrong. And some of them issues and they get for do with this drug we not concern of people across the country. Plenty of people want to know how these particular drug-related issues affiliated to Sierra Leone. But of course, earlier on we see a press release from the Ministry of Information with regards to that particular drug. So, as a senior member of the APC, what are your stance or you take with regards to drug issues surrounding Sierra Leone?
Thank you. The APC Party don't issue a press statement concerning the drug saga and the drug incidences in the country. And waiting and seeing that statement that they're very concerned about this and the way we manage the issue in the country. And personally, I'm very concerned. As a father, you know, I get a young girl, I get a young bobo. Every day I pass in the street, those faces that I see represent my children. I feel bad every day. I see any victim of drug, kush, this, that, na me bobo in face I see. Na me daughter in face I see. I feel bad every day. Because what do I say to myself? Na me begin one day. Na me daughter died. So, as a parent, we have a continuous feeling of pain as a result of drug influence in the country. And we see the increase. How will they manage them? We don't mention, we don't advise government waiting for do. We still see nothing that they happen. Instead, every day we see victims. A regular na the lonely axis. As I be most of the drug victims and the way they see, every day new one they come. The moment I go back, while they can't the all don't come around me, I they see new sets of people. 2 days ago, it was on Friday. There was a young girl who I know. Yes, it gets small picking. I can always get money this day. Only for Friday was I'm back and say out of the belly. You know, you begin wonder, in this state of a victim, Uda go do then kind thing to that person. But that is just for kush. Me always there say, we don't do in governance, and as Attorney General, I get oversight with the police and prison. I know say we don't hear the happy. It's very difficult for the state security apparatus no. If they don't know, somebody has to answer. If I am president today, I'll summon a national security meeting as an emergency and address the issue. And anybody who face CC now in your area lapse, believe you me, you face the fire, you'll be dismissed. This is the type of action the public wants to see. Then also you're taking this issue seriously. The security apparatus must answer to this proliferation of drugs in the country. Now, you come back to the recent issues of cocaine being now the airport, they abroad, this, that, having gone through Rioni Airport. You ask, why? Because it's the reputational damage. Now today, if you travel, you get salon passport, it's like a cocaine passport. You'll be subject to all kind of harassment and checks. And it deprive you of benefits. Any money they forgive you, they're afraid for giving the money now, believing that it is going to promote the cocaine trade.
What do you think is not the untold truths regarding the issue of this cocaine? Taking from example, the one Guinea and this latest one we get for do with this alleged drug lord, we then say this salon, the Netherlands defend. What do you feel is not the untold truths up to this point where government's not able to be transparent about?
I share the same concern with you, Reso. But unfortunately, I'm not able to answer because I don't know. And we come to the here, I'd advise everybody, only speak to what you know. Until the government don't tell we say then they investigate. We hope say them go tell we, because now so they can tell we say they investigate. But you see done, you done. You know, they nothing again. But I hope say this time we'll get to know what it is. Because as a citizen, I'm curious, just like I ask. I want to know what is happening. The issue about the ambassador's vehicle, this should not happen. If it happen, something must we foresee as a reaction from government. How government react for manage that. Then they back then tell we say they investigate TTD. And this new one again, as I say, me you did at the same boat. We in the out, then they talk to we. We don't know what it happen. Pass we read on social media. But I'm sure in due course I go in a better position for address them. I just want to use the opportunity also for caution people out there. Because I see now then they bring all money name kind side. All money name kind side for score political points. Let us not politicize this issue. This is an issue for the country. If we have to give support to the government in this instance, let us support the government. Because they say, where you they make Pademba Road, you know they make them for yourself because you're not going to know if you're picking it for good day. Where they address drug issue, you know they address it for yourself because you're not going to know that will be the victim tomorrow. So let us come together for once as a nation. Let the government be open to us. The only thing I will talk about this recent one is that I disagree with the Minister of Information talking about the privacy of the first family. I think they deserve their privacy. But when it comes to issues of serious allegations of fraud, corruption, or drugs, the cloak of privacy is torn apart. The public interest comes up. This is what one judgment describes as whenever there is a conflict between private interest and public interest, the public interest then they drive the bus, the private interest then at the back seat. So on matters of this nature, there is no more privacy. The public need to know, and there is a right for them to know. So there is no more privacy issue concerning first family when it comes to matters of this nature. So when you reach that level there, you have turned the cloak, the privilege of privacy. When you share the privilege of privacy, the public will peep. They want to know what is happening. And it is time that they speak to the people. And what they send at the press statement is not sufficient enough. Public wants to know the truth behind it, and I think we owe it to them. To all of us, let us know what is happening so we can give support, we can give advice, how we can manage, because now we're all affected. Not to the normal way they travel, so until now they're not going to side and sit down. But when me go and go patrol tomorrow, me say go face the same embarrassment and ridicule.
If not to say this alleged drug lord with Netherlands defend, if not two seen in the salon and I ended on the scene pictures with the first family, if not two after the investigation go done. If it be seen at two, should there be reason for less Australians them be worried about issues we get for do with drugs, hosting such person, if not two?
Well, actually, keep on saying if not true, it's speculative. And I'm not going to speculate into that. The only thing I go say at this stage is government need to be forthright and open to the people. Let the people know the truth. Because when the truth come out, may you go able to answer that question with the ask so. Because then as a people, we go able to make a determination whether we for continue for trust the government or whether we for continue for all this government responsible for waiting happen to we youths. And for we now, it is not about us as we all they get older, it's for the younger generation. The younger generation now they will mortgage in the light of all this thing happening. Because tomorrow they will have to be the leaders. If we don't prepare them well, we will not protect them. We have a duty to protect the younger generation. Every day I see them, I feel hot that I believe say we are failing in our duty to protect the young generation. All of us have a responsibility, and that is why some of us are opting to come out, step up the game, and speak about governance and address the issues, and even venture further. For say at this point, I will aspire to be the next president of this republic, because these are the issues that I take personal, and I believe say I want to see don't they miss it for like make sure to say the NTR for right all these wrongs and do what I believe say the public they look forward to now.
You feel say this investigation wey governments they do into this whole issue of drugs go get for uncover the truths and bring closure to all the speculations where people don't make so far based on previous investigations where government don't do, taking into consideration the prison break where been first happen, waiting and seeing phenols and other investigations that we government don't do. You trusted and were able to uncover the truths on this cocaine issue?
Well, I'm glad the way you refer to the breaking of the prisons. You know, nobody no Tertiary will not see that report. They are no waiting happy. But one day, people ain't gonna know the truth. So talking about transparency, now one case that one day way everything is been hidden, and you talk about uncovering of the truth. To uncover the truth requires integrity. Is there integrity in the process? I doubt it. Why do I say I doubt it? Because we all don't day, yeah, we know waiting can happen. How we can manage the truth, how we can confuse the truth, how we can, with man can say, obfuscate the truth, you know, how we can hide the truth. So what are we expecting at the end of the day? If only at this instance, because it is about mortgaging the future of our youths, we come out openly and say, this is not the problem. They would be able to resolve them, would be able to settle them. In that matters, yeah, if you're not able to address the problem, then it will continue. Let me could only say I'm over and over. Report Kamara say then catch drugs na Guinea, report Kamara then catch na Senegal, report Kamara then catch na London, report Kamara then catch na Australia. Is this is how it's going to happen? Are we going to be described as a narcotic state? We should reverse that trend. We are not a narcotic state. We should reverse that trend. And government should step up, stand in the front and say we are not. And these are the actions that we are taking. So for where Shelva, you say investigation, or you see they say investigation, I did right so. You know, there is nothing again about that. We hope say this time around there will be a report of those involved, culprits, and the action government intend for take. We fulfill on this time.
So with all the issues as they happen based on this drug-related issue in the country, you know, if we say like threats to the security of Sierra Leoneans moving from one country to another, or even the one that we based within the country, don't you think there is a threat?
Yes, a very big threat. That is what I'm saying. That we are all now with security is compromised, even within the country. Because wherever there is increased incidence of drug trade, there is increased incidence of violence, there's increased incidence of lethal crimes. People in the die, you know, they know what's happening. Anybody who talk about how go be there, he say don't they lost, he don't disappear. So it is now a security issue for all of us. If even you travel, your security is compromised. Because the moment they see your salon passport, they set you aside. You log it, they go scatter up. Because then they find out for say them believe say you they carry something you're not supposed to carry. So I am worried about the security of the state. I'm worried about as an individual, where is the security for us all in this climate of incidences of drug abuse and drug trafficking. So I think it is a very, very serious issue for the government and for we all. I think we all for put hands on deck for say this has to stop and has to be managed. Because if we not do them, then I am afraid.
This one executed with the level of seriousness we deserve. One, I asked the Minister of Information and Civic Education the other day how long this investigation going to take for let people and hear it back from government. It wasn't certain. There is no timeline to the investigation. It's open. You think say government don't prioritize them like how it's supposed to be taking into consideration the image of the country internationally where it comes to drugs currently?
Well, the fear we will get at the reputational damage. But anti-government don't say that they investigate. That is the first thing to do. In terms of prioritizing it, it's up to them how they prioritize them. But in not too long, we all go know if they prioritize them or not. Because sooner or later, some incidents go occur. And I believe we fulfill and say, yes, this is not government priority by how government they react to all them complaints here. All this noise about drugs. How does government react? Therefore, they report to the people every step then they take. And in terms of the investigation, it should be prioritized so that in a short while, we'll forget if even a preliminary report for give an indication, say yes, this is how far they've gone and now so and so left for do. I think we need to get an update as regular as once a week or twice a week as to how then they go and waiting and they fail out. If we're not able to get that report, the people will feel that nothing is happening. And so we all relax. And mind you, in any situation of a drug problem in the country, the abuse is one, and the influence we they get on other, because don't forget that easy money. Sooner or later, it gets widespread. It engulfs the entire society. At that time, we're not going to be able to manage it again. We're not going to be able to manage it again. They will have to isolate us, and something will have to happen, and be treated like a state, a narcotic state, and it will be unfortunate. Government has to prioritize this. They should set up a task force, an immediate task force, of all civil society people away for Dede, lawyers we need for Dede, and all kinds sector experts there for Dede for address this issue. It's no more time to hide anything. We know say about in the way they hide, but now let us put all thing. Maybe about the other day say they go one show and call Bangba Ode. That's what I think they're here. And say na Bangba Ode show. I see kind show they say Papa na open show. Na show all man they go na. I say I like the name Bangba Ode. So government now for talk Bangba Ode. You know, the all man know what they happen. Because if you see them big head, it truly come out small. Hey, they continue to create an embarrassment for the government. Even at the opposition, it is not exciting to see the government, you know, be embroiled in embarrassment. You feel it because you're part of the country.
Talking about issues we get to do with using state resources and service delivery in terms of accountability and transparency, how you go describe the way how governments handle the issue of Lara Tilopias, where we see a regional parliament, then we end up aggressing Lara Tilopias for loss in seats based on a work we have been doing.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed on the issue of Lara Tilopias. Whatever happened, you know, it's difficult for the country to go through. And I feel for the lady. Over 30 years of diligent service in the public sector. Waiting at the reward we get. Now for disgracefully remove and like waiting and do. We all would work in the public sector. It make people in the afraid for government. Waiting in crime because he ordered the office of State House and discover certain things. All kind of complaint come out from there. The people away and complain, what happened to them? Nobody know. Are they still working? I believe. So there is no more integrity in public life. No more integrity in public life. We look at the clerk of parliament in Westmead, they work in name day on record, say, na employee. One day, no mass day. But wait till they happen. He's back working. So we don't get shame again as a government or as a people for say with a shame for doing it wrong. I recall when they offered me the appointment as commissioner of ACC. I was in the international sector. I said I discuss it with my wife if I take the appointment or not. What he tell me, I never forget. He say, no go do anything they bring shame come to the family. No go do anything they make a go fending up at Pademba Road. He say, now that's not what they tell you. He say, let God bless you, go take the appointment. So with that in my head every day, now what are we? Is there integrity in any way people and they do? You doubt it. So talking about Lara Tilopias, she will have easily resigned without any further embarrassment. Till you go parliament, and then go vote for them. Even the record of the court, the tribunal report, when you read them, believe you me, if you're not a lawyer, you read that, you're ashamed by yourself. So we'll reach that kind of conclusion in there. Even when the professional body, they examine the whole thing and say, no, we find no fault in her. We find no fault in her. You look, we own professional body back now. I castle the international one. So we find no fault. We own professional body, the salary body of accountants. So we find no fault in Lara Taylor Pierce. Yet, the tribunal find fault. Parliament go back. Then vote say them for Pulan. It's shameful. Oh.
He votes for say them for Pulara.
Madu, I left that one, they died, and I don't want to talk about that. Sir.
Why?
Because I miss say she don't, and I miss shame pass you. I miss shame pass you.
That
we are members of parliament.
Members of parliament, we go vote for Pulara, not do justice to Sierra Leoneans.
I shame pass you that we are members of parliament will vote together with the government to remove Lara Taylor Pierce. Whatever reason, make them do that. Then left with them conscience. You know, some of us, we get God now we had. We believe God. Say God need sleep. The one they waiting and do, if they do and they serve them conscience well, God deal with them. But if they not do and they serve them conscience well, then go see and tell them, see another.
You don't feel now because of the disunity within the party make that thing happen at parliament?
Well, if even there is disunity, there is what we call principles. When I can get divisions, but you have your principles. The issue of Lara Taylor Pierce was one based on principles and integrity. Do I support integrity versus political coercion, political suppression? That's it. Start clear. I belong to the integrity school. Whatever divisions we may have is past. I don't think it is division. I don't think it is division. Wait till me mind they go and not go talk. But I don't think it's division. But it's a shame for the parliament. It's a shame that we reach that level. For me, I'm embarrassed.
You know, the once a commission and the anti-corruption commission. You think say progress don't they pan the fight against corruption, taking into consideration all waiting on the happen at the country in terms of accountability on the way how government they use states' money?
Well, if you look at the different reports where they go out concerning the fight against corruption, yes, there is progress. If you look at Transparency International, they allocate progress to the fight against corruption. You look at Afrobarometer, then go tell you say the fight against corruption don't increase, that's alone. Yes, if you go by those reports. But you just don't go by those reports. Sometimes you look at what is happening on the ground. And sometimes we look at what is happening on the ground, you say, I doubt they report here small, because corruption is all over today. You come out, you go, you meet a police checkpoint. What do they want? You understand now. Apart from that, you go any side where you must down something. So the public interface with corruption is so rife and commonplace that you wonder how will they get their ratings there so high. Then you look back government operations, especially when you compare to with the audit report. In auditing, they say sometimes where auditors they go, they don't even encourage them anymore. So many people they don't even get chance for audit there. So where is the clean corruption slate? I believe say the ACC they do their own part, and we give them credit for the part they do. But I believe say there is a lot of more slippages, and that then too, they say for sit down and watch those slippages. What you have to manage very well is the politics and the work. The politics and the work. If you tend for look at the politics too much, they forget you back to win at the main work we can do. I think I'm not gonna say so. I say you get to be mindful. I don't know if you don't reach that stage the way he is conflicted now between politics and the work. I'm not sure he has reached that stage. But that is what you have to be mindful where you occupy that seat so that you don't get into conflict.
We don't discuss a lot of issues where I believe center of public interest. Let me just come a little to Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. Like I've been saying earlier, you know, one of the people we've been contest for the flag bearer for the APC in the 2018 elections. Now we know say within 2025, 2028 other election get for come. Is Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara still interested for be flag bearer for the APC, and you get for contest that position there?
Yes, Mabel. JFK is still interested and is coming for it. I'm back in the game and no retreat, no surrender. I'm interested because there's a vacuum. There's a leadership vacuum. And there's a telephone call for me to answer. The people are calling and I'm ready to answer that call. Yes, I'll be going for it. I'm interested and I want to aspire for the presidency of the state. And I believe, say, I have what it takes for rewrite the narrative of this country. It is not about me, it's about the people.
If you get waiting it take for be a flag bearer for the APC and taking the APC to State House come 2028, waiting are the chances we get?
Yes, Mabel, I have huge chances. You know, in politics, you get to see, you look yourself first. Because to run for president, now serious matter. You get to look yourself first deeply. Am I qualified? Do I have what it takes? Do I have the people interface? Do I have the political support? And do I have the resources to go with it? And I think in all of this, the answer is in the affirmative, meaning yes, I have what it takes. I have the public sector experience. I have the private sector experience. I have the people interface. And I think at this point in time, I will answer to that telephone call with the people and they give me. It is your time. Sometimes in life, you choose the time. But you go forget also say, sometimes in a life, na time they choose you. And today, time don't choose me. And I'm stepping up to answer to the people's call and run for the presidency of the state.
Running for president is one of the biggest tasks so far. Somebody who don't work in the private sector in different walks of life can opt for them position then they. But within the political party, now the issues can they. How affirmative you did for confirm to if you say come 2028 you will be the flag bearer of the APC surrounding the issues them will not happen within the party?
Yes, because from experience in 2017 we build with support outside, galvanize, move everybody. We went in, we made a mistake, we didn't build from within. We don't learn, we lesson, and so that is why I was quiet for a long time. I was building within, and the time don't come for I explode, like come back outside and take everything together. Within the party, there are bound to be challenges everywhere. We try to resolve the differences. There are many people who they come out where they show interest here and there. We have to manage that as well, so that we just don't have too many numbers. We have to manage that. We talk to one another and we talk with the executive. This time around, we believe we're going to get an even and fair playing field where everybody will come and whatever the outcome come up from the convention, we will accept and lead this country. What we need now is a winning candidate for the APC. And I think I have the greatest chances of being the winning candidate because I cut across. You know, I mean APC, but if APC do something not right, they tell them say this not right. If SLPP do something for support them, I commend them that this is what we do. And I get people of tremendous support in the Southeast. So I am a winning and sellable candidate. Believe you me, and I talk straight. And people like people that you want somebody to talk to you, you believe say they resonate with this person. And I have the spirit of working for people. And that is it.
You say once for be flag bearer for the APC come 2028. You get the likes of the Dr. Richard Conte, the likes of even Dr. Samura Kamara, even Dr. Kelfala Mara, even Honorable Cherno Mba, and many other. Why you think say JFK, you're not the right person? Among the names and they way already, people know say they don't talk say now people in this way want that same position. Why you?
Yeah, thank you. You know, all the names that we don't talk about, they all qualify. APC will get a resource, large numbers of people will qualify. Yes. We just take one person for win. And I think I'm unique in a particular aspect. You know, and that aspect is I am just myself and I believe I'm selfless in service. I want to be president not just because JFK want to be president, because I want to serve. At my own corner, I'm comfortable, but I'm not satisfied. I want to make sure say as many people out there are as well comfortable. I need the kind of power because I want power. I need the kind of power because I want Belush. No. I need the kind of power because I want more Mutuka. No. I need the kind of power because I want more woman. No. What I want is for the country to change, and it's to change for the better. So I think I offer that unique perspective that I have better chances to win, better chances than any other candidate, because I can stand there and talk to people, and people can easily resonate with me and believe, and my pedigree they show all through where I've worked before, that I have what it takes to believe in me as a leader and to deliver to the people.
Pull the selection clause now on our constitution. We mean say now on our election and go for decide who that's go get for be the flag bearer. Do you have the numbers from the delegates?
Well, until we work on the registration process, you know, go sit down now and say I have the numbers. We are working on the numbers, and we believe say yes, it's an electoral process. We want to ensure say by the time we go to the convention, we not to get argument. There is no doubt that JFK will emerge as the leader. In all political fights, the convention really not for be the side thing they go decide. Una they decide long before una reach it. And I believe say by the time we go there, all my other colleagues the way they aspire, we don't come to one and agree. Say if we one really win, let us be behind JFK, support JFK, and we all go get one goal and for deliver APC.
If it's possible for let them let their own ambition and get for become the flag bearer and support JFK.
Yes, it's possible because it's a matter of where you see out in they go. Me say for Sidona, I believe say it's possible because if you go, you know say they go lost, or you know say this man could just be a better candidate. Why not support it? Because what we want now for Lady Party win, not to for we personal ego, not to for we personal you know self what you want for yourself, but what we want for the party. Now that we want Lady Party win, and if we get chance for Lady Party win, and the winning chance of the party is through JFK, I believe we should support it.
And you feel now you no more get a chance for let the party win?
Let me get the greatest chance.
All right, let me look at messages where the viewers they don't send at the program before we wrap up. This very first message what they look at from the Facebook page. Abu Mansare they ask JFK, why the long time silence? I hope your coming back is not for your interest, flag bearership. Again, please tell us the relationship between you and Adi Macaulay. Are you supporting him or?
The next one I will take now from with Facebook page coming from Abubakar Rashid. They say, waiting now you take on the 1991 constitution, you think say a fine for the country or not?
We look at more messages. We don't come inside the program. This other one from Sulaiman Kamara on the YouTube channel. It say people may doubt what you say, but they will believe what you do. You are what you do, not what you say. Yesterday, better past today.
Of Kamara, they say institutions like the Finance Intelligence Authority must be involved in the saga of the drug market relation, as our national police have a lot to do with regards to these drug-affiliated issues across Sierra Leone.
Ronald George Stone, we're going to be my final message at the YouTube channel. It say when in opposition, they speak with a different tongue, but no sooner they have the power, they become demigods, like we see in the ruling government that promise so much but has delivered very little.
The last one I will take here coming from Fode Mustafa Touré. He say if governments sign agreements with you that they don't want to implement, you take them to the international community. Otherwise, they will continue to ignore you until the next elections. They will never listen to the APC.
All right. Well, with that message and day, we come over again to Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara as we wrap up this edition of the program. The other day, we've been getting Honorable Mohammed Bangran at the studio. We said they left. They about for left the APC now and go join the PDP instead one for be president na salon. And we know say as time they go, we go for the get more numbers of people who are interested for take up the leadership na the country. Wait till you go left with Leonans them as a reason where make you feel say you forbid the next president for succeed President Bill after the 2028 elections.
Thank you. The word I left to we people is that JFK is a man of integrity and is a man of his word. And I give we people a word. Say my coming into the race and for change the narrative of this country from poverty to prosperity. And also for look at we people and tell them, say, look, this suffering, the time is over. We can be happy. The suffering will be stopped. And that I will bring that change where they make everybody relax and stay in peace. The other thing I will bring come the unity in the country. I believe that I will start with my own party, bring peace within the party, unify the APC, and with that umbrella, move forward and bring the country together. There's already such bad blood, bad flow in the country. We need peace. I will bring peace to this nation. And finally, I will deal with the economy. I will manage it. I will introduce expertise and deal with infrastructure where they make sure say people can get better roads. And at the same time, we deal with those issues of employment.
These are promises where we, na the media especially, not go see new because whenever politician they na the studio they interview them as to why you want for take up the mantle of leadership, na their line say I go preach to you. Why for believe I'm coming from JFK?
Yes, well, sample, because you they live by example. Mabel, I've been in public sector service. I don't work at the law office. I start as young lawyer. My records are there. Because now, any tweet they do, look at the person in record. And like I mentioned, and somebody they say, let us follow who is he, not what he says. You go back to the Anti-Corruption Commission. My record is there. I served there 6 years. Clearly, you don't know the type of force where this man be. You go to the Attorney General's office. My record is there. I manage the electoral process. It done since 2007. I mean, that the only Attorney General with an OSAC. I did it. I left because of transition of government. So there are so many things you can look at Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. You look at my record at the international, at the UN. It tells you who I was. And so I'm not a stranger. I know they just come for can't talk. They say, they talk, but look at me deeds. Look at me action. My action, they speak better than the person that you see or the person where they talk. If you're not satisfied with that, then listen to what they say. Because what they say in a son to what they do. I'm a deliverer. I'm a poignant person. Why they talk, I know what they talk. And not just they talk for nothing. I know they talk what they able to do. Many they come for say they can do all things. Just limited things where they point out saying that they do. And those things I will do and deliver this nation to that extent.
All
And
right.
bring peace and love to everybody.
Many thanks. We genuine at the studio this morning. That's not the voice of Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara and Asunaye from he got for contest back for be flag bearer for the APC, and according to he get specific thing them way in go plan say he go want for do if he end up for be president, or if the APC end up for decide for choose for be the next flag bearer for the 2028 elections. Ask them they go for the bringing at the studio for like they talk to the people them, just like I will go opportunity to for everybody we go on for can talk but in ambition to the people of Sierra Leone, so the one the way they are and save the one the way they are abroad. Thank you, we can this morning. All right, when I had this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show, go left on plenty thank you to the production team. Now, Princess Pias produced the program, Musa Saukuruma, technical director, and also the camera operator, Nabin Dennis Kamara. Many thanks to everyone who sent a message. We want for we appreciate. Continue for like, follow, and share Liberty Online TV. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good week and goodbye.
And many apologies to all the one who be done sending messages. Now the program will not be able to read, but however we will go through them messages and then because we know see we deal with Fitzgerald Kamara at the studio and plenty people want for ask questions and with Tiga. So in Kawana Liberty Television, plenty thank you to you. We don't watch and of course continue for follow we now all the different platform them. Till meet again for another edition of the program. Mina Al Hassan Kuma. Stay blessed. Have a comfortable day.